It's my great pleasure to welcome you Please be seated. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to announce our platform party. I ask the audience to kindly hold its applause until all members are introduced. Platform party, please stand briefly when you're introduced. Dr. George Allen, Chair, Pharmacy Practice, Advisor to the Class of 2026. Dr. Matthew Christie, our keynote speaker and member of the Class of 2016. Dr. Wallace Marsh, Director of Academic Affairs, Assessment, and Accreditation. Dr. Karen Perdue, Provost, Professor, School of Nursing and Population Health. At this time, I ask our faculty and professional staff to please stand and face the Class of 2026. Students, our faculty and professional staff are here to help you discover your talents and skills as independent learners and student pharmacists. They are a great resource to you. I encourage you to get to know these caring people during your time here at our program. They are committed to helping you become the best that you can be. One of the most important activities you can do each semester is get to know at least one faculty member. Would the audience please join me in a round of applause for the members of our faculty and professional staff? Thank you. Faculty and professional staff, please be seated. Over the years, the white coat ceremony has become as much a tradition in the School of Pharmacy as commencement. This event symbolizes the formal entry of our first professional year students into the profession of pharmacy. The white coat our students are about to receive and the oath that they will take are symbols to remind them of the commitment to their patients. A white coat ceremony allows us to recall why we all chose to become pharmacists. The opportunity to care for others, to use our knowledge and skills to help cure disease, alleviate discomfort, minimize symptoms, and in general, improve the lives of our patients. The white coat ceremony also allows the Dean of the School of Pharmacy an opportunity to share with the recipients what we expect of them as UNE student pharmacists and what their patients will expect of them as their pharmacists. Your faculty and professional staff will do our part to prepare you to be outstanding pharmacists. For your part, we ask three things. Work hard. The pharmacy curriculum is a very challenging one and requires your full attention and effort. Second, be honest in all your activities and interactions. And third, Care about yourselves, each other, your faculty, your school, and most importantly, your patients. On this very important day in your professional lives, I want to remind the class of 2026 our expectations for you: hard work, honesty, and caring. It's what we expect of a University of New England student pharmacist and graduate, and I'm certain it is what I will see from all of you. To the class of 2026, and to your family and friends, please accept a heartfelt congratulations from all of us in the School of Pharmacy. We welcome you to the family of healthcare professionals. I'm very pleased to welcome our next speaker, Dr. Karen Perdue. Along with being UNE's provost, she brings to this role 10 years of experience as dean and associate dean for the Westbrook College of Health Professions, providing leadership in health professions, curriculum development, outcomes and assessment, faculty development, and expertise in specialty accreditation. Personally, she's been a mentor to me through my entire career here, and I could not be more happy to have her here for you all. It's my pleasure to ask our provost, Dr. Karen Perdue, to please come to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Dornblaser, for your kind words. I couldn't be happier to be here tonight. So, good evening to everyone, to our distinguished UNE faculty and professional staff, to family and friends, both here in Innovation Hall as well as joining us online, and especially to our students. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the annual School of Pharmacy White Coat Ceremony. As Dean Dornblaser said, this evening we will celebrate our first-year students as they're formally recognized as student pharmacists. This is a really important occasion, and we're all very proud of you. Today, you will join the ranks of many talented, hardworking pharmacy students who have come before you. And the path you've chosen could not be more important. The pandemic has certainly highlighted the critical importance of health professionals. The contributions you are about to make as pharmacists are essential both to your profession as well as to society. I'd like to take this occasion to just tell you a little bit about the institution that you have selected for your pharmacy training. More than 40 years ago, the University of New England was created by a union of two constituencies, a group of osteopathic physicians who wanted to ensure that the people of New England received the best possible care, and a second constituent, which was a coalition of Franciscan monks in the city of Biddeford, Maine. At that time, many osteopathic physicians were reaching retirement age, and failure to replace them would have represented a loss not just to the profession, but to the patients of Maine and northern New England who had come to depend upon the osteopathic philosophy and approach to care. As a result, this group of physicians worked to establish an independent osteopathic medical school. But the school needed a collegiate home. Enter St. Francis College. St. Francis was located in Biddeford, Maine. St. Francis was historically a high school, later becoming an institution of higher education, and it was primarily for young Franco-American men who's from Quebec. Their families worked in the mills in Biddeford and had emigrated here to Maine. And at that time, there was much discrimination against Franco-American young men in higher ed. St. Francis College was a home for them. So in 1978, St. Francis College merged with this Maine Osteopathic Medical School to found what we are today, the University of New England. 1996 was another time of a big merger, uniting Westbrook College, where we are sitting right now, a private women's college, with UNE. UNE's Health Profession College, the Westbrook College of Health Professions, is named after the previous Westbrook College and bears that same name. I was actually here at the time, and that was really a momentous occasion. But since that time, UNE has continued to grow and evolve to a world-class university, training not just osteopathic physicians and pharmacists, as I spoke about, but dentists, nurses, therapists, physician assistants, social workers, we have 15 in all, to create world-class healthcare teams of tomorrow. We are well recognized throughout the United States for excellence in primary care, acute care, geriatric education, and delivery, healthcare delivery, both to rural and vulnerable populations. Our health profession students are the best and the brightest in this country. Each one of you are going to be in high demand, and you will do exceptionally well in procuring your top choice of residency programs. As a nurse myself, I take great pride in our graduates as they leave UNE not only with exemplary education about your craft, in this case pharmacy, but you're also going to know how to work with and lead teams because we have a very intentional interprofessional education activity here. It's really these competencies that result in safe patient care. So students, I want you to take a moment and pause, look around. You're in Innovation Hall. You're about to take in a very important occasion. You're embarking on your educational and professional journey to become a pharmacist. And this ceremony, with your leadership and your faculty and professional staff, symbolizes your commitment to care for patients and families, to care for communities and populations, to care for each other, and care for yourself. I can't think of a more noble calling than this. So once again, welcome to the UNE family. I wish you nothing but the best as you embark on this exciting educational journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Perdue. We're very pleased to begin a new tradition for our ceremony by asking one of our alumni to serve as our speaker. Dr. Matthew Christie joined the University of New England School of Pharmacy as part of the class of 2016. Very close. That is a decade ago. Amazing. He is currently working as a clinical pharmacist at Maine Medical Center in Portland, Maine, and he has committed himself to one of our core values of lifelong learning, having just received his MBA as well. It is my pleasure to ask our keynote speaker, Dr. Matthew Christie, to come to the podium.
Good evening, class of 2026, and congratulations on starting your fourth-year journey through pharmacy school. Pharmacy is a career that has seen significant change and growth, even in the last 6 years I have been in practice, which is an exciting thought for everyone entering pharmacy school today. The PharmD degree doesn't just represent the pharmacist that most patients are familiar with in the retail setting, but represents the clinical pharmacist dosing and adjusting medications in the acute care hospital setting, the ambulatory care pharmacist managing a patient's chronic conditions and building strong patient relationships, and the educators you'll have over the next 4 years who have a passion for teaching the next generation of pharmacists. It represents many other different career paths in industry with pharmaceutical manufacturers, the emerging field of informatics or data analytics pharmacy, the manager, the director, or entrepreneur pharmacist, and so many other career opportunities in other emerging fields. Pharmacists have been given more and more autonomy when practicing, such as collaborative practice agreements, outright prescriptive authority in some states for select medications, and protocols allowing pharmacists to operate at the top of their license. But with great power comes great responsibility. These next 4 years will be important in building a strong foundation to be able to provide high-quality patient care or build a career in other opportunities that the PharmD degree can offer. Writing this speech has given me some time to reflect on what I've done, where I am, and where I want to go, now being 6 years into practice as a pharmacist, and I came up with 3 pieces of advice for everybody to consider. Number 1, start building your career path and plan ahead. In your P1 year, start to explore career options and what types of roles the PharmD career can prepare you for. Look for potential summer internships, jobs, and opportunities that can achieve your goal or dream job. Number 2, Make connections and start building those connections now. If you haven't heard already, I'll let you know, pharmacy is a small world and having connection goes a long way for building a career path. You never know when a classmate may be the one interviewing for a job one day or could be the deciding factor if you do or don't get a job one day. And the last is be bold and be different. The pharmacy world is so competitive with the amount of credentials available, the amount of high-quality candidates looking to improve their careers. How can you separate yourself from others? It's something that I hope you'll all consider when going through these next 4 years. So these next 4 years, they will go by fast, and building a strong foundation now will provide a nice set of building blocks for your career. But if your expected career path doesn't work out, stay strong, stay resilient, and remember, there are so many more important things in your pharmacy career. Sometimes we are so focused on building that career and that next step, we forget to take time for ourselves and building stronger relationships and connections with your classmates, your friends, and your family. Looking back into pharmacy school, I have no regrets, even though I know I probably wasn't the best student and may have been less than stellar overall. But I miss those days spent with friends on weekends, studying with my roommates into the early hours of the night for a Monday exam, taking a midday nap in between classes, or taking part in extracurricular activities and intramural sports. You have your whole life to work, but you only spend 4 years at UNE, so work hard. And in the words of Tony Stark, no amount of money ever bought a second of time, so enjoy it.
Thank you, Dr. Christie. We have a token of appreciation for you taking the time and making this event so special, so thank you. From the School of Pharmacy and the Office of Alumni Engagement. So I might be ruining the surprise, but those are some of my favorite books on leadership and life development, because as I sort of have mentioned, one of the values here is lifelong learning. You can't possibly know everything, and I try to tell that to our students all the time. And so if you are embracing this idea that you're constantly learning, I think that you set yourself up for success. So at this time, we will actually begin the white coat ceremony. So our Dean's Ambassadors will lead the class of 2026 to the stage on my right. Dr. Allen will introduce each student who will process to the stage and receive their white coat from Dr. Marsh. We'll have a professional photographer taking pictures of each of you before you leave the stage. Guests are welcome to come forward for a picture as well. Please return to your seats and be seated after the photograph is taken. The students are in alphabetical order, so you can anticipate when they'll be here. Will the first row of student pharmacists please rise and approach the stage? Dr. Allen, please introduce the students.
Paige Bogus is from Brookline, New Hampshire. She completed pre-pharmacy studies at the University of New England. Erin Bradstreet is from Brunswick, Maine. She has a degree in animal and veterinary science with a pre-veterinary concentration from the University of Maine in Orono. Brianna Burke is from Northwood, New Hampshire. She completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New England. Skylar Evans is from Jessup, Pennsylvania. She has a bachelor's in general biology, public health, and a minor in chemistry from Keystone College. Ethan Gagnon is from Bath, Maine. He completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New Hampshire and obtained a BS in medical biology. Casey Nguyen is from Portland, Maine. She completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New England. Nguyen is from Saco, Maine. He completed 4 years of pre-medical coursework at the University of New Hampshire. Or New England, sorry. Delia Alexis Mack is from Los Angeles, California. She completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New England. Decca Mahamud is from Portland, Maine. She graduated with an associate degree from Southern Maine Community College and also completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of Southern Maine. Evan Miller is from Londonderry, New Hampshire. He completed coursework at the University of New England and also at Manchester Community College. Allison Jane Orlein is from Scarborough, Maine. She has a Bachelor of Science in Human Biology from the University of Southern Maine. Olivia Paquette is from North Berwick, Maine. She completed studies in the pre-pharmacy program at the University of New England. Alexis Radzowitz is from Charlton, Massachusetts. She completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New England. Ian Souther is from Freeport, Maine. He attended the University of New England for undergraduate studies. Carmela St Pierre is from Dunbarton, New Hampshire. She completed a Bachelor of Science in Biology at the University of New Hampshire. Sydney Townsend is from Sydney, Maine. She studied pre-pharmacy at the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Ryan White is from Buxton, Maine. He completed pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of New England. Please join me in congratulating all of the members of the class of 2026.
Congratulations, everyone. So as healthcare professionals, pharmacists must hold themselves to very high standards. By reciting or developing a pledge, new students are able to see early on the importance that our profession places on ethics and values. Students, you should all find a pledge of professionalism on your seat. Please stand, and I will read the pledge with you. As a student of pharmacy, I believe there's a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. This developmental and vital process in my education will help ensure that I am true to the professional relationship I establish between myself and society as I become a member of the pharmacy community. Integrity will be an essential part of my everyday life, and I will pursue all academic and professional endeavors with honesty and a commitment to service. To accomplish this goal of professional development, as a student of pharmacy, I will develop a sense of loyalty and duty to the profession by contributing to the well-being of others and by enthusiastically accepting the responsibility and accountability for membership in the profession. Foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I will strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging personal commitment to the oath of a pharmacist and the code of ethics for a pharmacist, as set forth by the profession. Dedicate my life and practice to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values. Maintain the highest ideals and professional attributes to ensure and facilitate the covenantal relationship required of the pharmaceutical caregiver. The profession of pharmacy is one that demands adherence to a set of ethical standards. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patients I serve. As a student of pharmacy, I believe this does not start with graduation. Rather, it begins with my membership in this professional college community. Therefore, I will strive to uphold these standards as I advance towards full membership in the profession of pharmacy. I voluntarily make this pledge of professionalism. Thank you. In closing, I would like to extend a very special thank you to our Dean's Ambassadors, who are here helping us today and who play a vital role in our school. They give up their personal time to help and represent the school at this and other events. I'd like to recognize Autumn Nostrom, Ben Pastori, Gabe Johnson, Megan Green, Abigail Bloom, and Haley Morrill. Thank you all. This ceremony would not have run smoothly today without them. We truly would not have such a wonderful event without the professional staff at the School of Pharmacy. Thank you to Ms. Sharon Pilk and Ms. Marina Ebert. A very special thank you also to Jeff Scherer's photography and Mr. David Dadiego and Lee Cody of UNE, who helped us to provide the video services and allows us to live stream this and record for your family. A well-deserved round of applause is appropriate at this time, so thank you all. Our white coat ceremony has now concluded. I ask that you remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and students have exited. You may meet with your student in the hallway behind and come in and take photos if you'd like thereafter. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.